Um, your image is not being recorded. We cannot see you at all. But I am recording this, so if you guys would like the session afterwards, you can go ahead and email canvas@apu.edu, and I will put that in the chat. And you can request the recording of this, and I would be happy to send that over to you. And it will also have a copy of the chat if there's some links in there that you guys may want later. So we are using a Zoom webinar room right now. It is a large room, and we wanted to first apologize for any technical difficulties some people may have experienced yesterday. We are very, very, very sorry that that happened, and we did today that those issues will not be happening. Our room is big enough to hold as many people who would like to come, so that we will not have those issues today. And we are covering the exact same things that we covered yesterday. So if you missed yesterday, you're not going to miss out on anything. It will be the exact same thing today. And again, we apologize very much for any frustration and difficulty that you guys may have had yesterday. With using Zoom webinar rooms, we do have quite a few people in here. So to better make sure that we do not miss any questions, you will see, if you look on the bottom of your Zoom screen, you will see a couple of options. You will see chat. I will be putting links in there, and my co-host Andrew may also be putting links in there that you guys may find useful moving forward with this session. We ask that you do not put questions in there. The chat can get really long and get out of control very quickly, and we may miss things if you put questions in there. You will see that there is a Q&A bubble on the bottom of your screen. This is the best place to put questions. We will be able to see it, and we will make sure that we do not miss anything. We want to make sure you guys feel comfortable and confident in Canvas and how to use it, and we want to make sure that we don't miss any questions that you guys may have. There is also a raise hand option at the bottom of your screen. You can use that, and if you would like to speak, we can unmute you. You guys are all muted right now, and you do not have the option, I don't think, to unmute yourself, but we can. So if you would like to speak, you can put that in the chat box, in the Q&A, or you can raise your hand. However, the best option to make sure we do not miss anything is just to drop your question in the Q&A, or if you want to ask a question out loud, go ahead and you can even put that in the Q&A that you want to speak and ask a question, and we will unmute you and you will be able to do that. I hope that answers how we're using Zoom. And again, I cannot see you, so we cannot see what you're doing and you are muted. Before we jump into our PowerPoint, I wanted to start us off in a word of prayer. So if you can bow your heads with me, that would be great. Dear God, we just want to thank you so much for this time that Andrew and I have to spend with new students and their families, and we hope that we are able to give them peace with how to use our learning management system, and that they know that we are here for them through all of these hurdles that we are getting through with starting the school year, and we are here to support them and to help them feel confident in the system. And we hope that their journey at APU is a wonderful experience, and that they learn so much and grow closer to you. And we thank you so much for all of our blessings, and please just have your hand on this session as we go through this, and please just bless all of our incoming students and their families, and help keep us all safe and well, and help reunite us again soon as we miss them. And we thank you so much for all of our blessings. In your name we pray, amen. Okay, so before I jump in, is there any questions about what I just covered with asking questions or anything like that? That seems kind of silly, huh? Asking questions about asking questions. I just want to make sure that you guys feel comfortable, and please just stop me if you have questions. So we are going to be talking about Canvas today. Most of you, oh, I need to introduce us. That's kind of silly, huh? Sorry about that. So my name is Carrie Morrison. I am the office coordinator in the Office of Teaching, oh my goodness, the Office of Innovative Teaching and Technology. And we are part of the Center for Teaching, Learning, and Assessment. I know that is a mouthful, so you can just remember us as ITT. I am with Andrew Jitu. He is our operational data manager. He manages the back end of a lot of systems. So Canvas and PeopleSoft, which you guys won't so much be using or even hearing about, but Andrew makes sure everyone is in their classes like they need to be and enrolled in the correct courses. And that is what we do. And to reach us during the school year, the same email that I told you about earlier about emailing us for the recording of the session, canvas@apu.edu, you can reach us there, and one of our team members or ourselves will be getting back to you. So first thing is, what is Canvas? Some of you guys may have used the learning management system when you were in high school or at other universities. So Canvas is a web-based learning management system, or LMS. It is used by learning institutions, educators, and students to access and manage online course learning materials and communicate about skill development and learning achievement. So as we move forward with this semester, many of you guys will only be taking your classes through Canvas. There are a few that may have different situations going on, but Canvas will be used to house most of your assignments. You may be accessing Zoom through Canvas for your courses. So the hub of most of your education will be in Canvas at this point of time that we are in right now. So first thing is, how do you even log into Canvas? So you guys would go to home.apu.edu. This is one method of logging into Canvas. Once you go to home.apu.edu, it's going to ask you for your APU credentials. You will log in with your APU email, which you guys all should have at this point, I believe, and your password. And once you do that, you will see this page. You're going to land on your dashboard. This has lots of useful information for you guys. I'm sure you have seen this already in some of your other classes that you're going through this weekend. But you will be able to access Canvas straight from here. So you can see over here on the left-hand side in the dark, it says Canvas. So you can click on that and it will take you straight to Canvas. The other option, which can be a little bit quicker if you wanted to bypass home, you can just go to canvas.apu.edu and click APU NetID sign in, and you would go ahead and sign in with your APU credentials, and that would log you into Canvas. And it looks like we have a question. Will all of our teachers use Canvas? You want to take that one, Andrew?
Yes, the majority, I would say 99% of the faculties will use Canvas. The faculty that don't use Canvas are probably still meeting on site, which are the labs. Like if you're physical therapy or music, you might not use it for that. But I would say everyone else is going to use a Canvas shell. And if you don't see your Canvas shell on your dashboard right now, it is up to the faculty to publish the course. So you'll probably won't see your course until the first day of the term, which is Monday.
And if you're also referring to, I know some other schools may use different learning management systems, APU only uses Canvas. So your course will either be on Canvas, or if you are one of those situations that Andrew just talked about, but other than that, yes, your course will be on Canvas. And I hope that answers your question. And then, so once you log into Canvas, this is what you're going to see. This is called your dashboard. So when you log into Canvas, you go ahead and click dashboard on the left-hand side, and you're going to see all of your courses. So right now, if you were to go in there, you might not see anything. Your professors do not necessarily publish their course until the first day of the term, as Andrew talked about. So come Monday, you should start seeing your courses fall into your dashboard, and they will be there, and that's where you will find your syllabus and all those good things that I know you guys are looking forward to. So in your dashboard, you will also be able to view your to-dos and your coming ups, which includes your assignments that are coming up, discussions, quizzes, when they're due and coming up. And like we said, courses will be published the first day of the term. And then you will also check your course for important announcements sent by your professor. And we have a question. What is the email that we can request this recording from, also for technical support? So I will put it in the chat again, and I will also answer it here. So that email is canvas@apu.edu. And then I will put it in the chat again. So we do use a ticketing system at APU. So let's say you send an email to that email and it's not something my office covers. We will get it to the office that does need to cover it. So we have IMT at APU, and they do like password resets, connectivity issues, stuff like that. My office doesn't directly deal with that. However, we all use the same ticketing system. So if you have a question like that and you email it to canvas@apu.edu, we'll make sure that it gets to them. Their email for stuff like that is support@apu.edu. But if you email it to us, it will still get there. I hope that answers your question. And then I think we can move. I don't see anything in chat yet. Yes, I did.
No.
Oh, there. There you go. Hang on one second.
I put it in there, Carrie.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you for catching that. Anonymous attendee, thank you very much. Okay, and now we can move on.
All right, so I'm going to show you a little bit about what you'll see after you log into Canvas. So like Carrie said, here's your dashboard, and you're going to have the different tiles for your classes. First, I'll tell you about the course Passport to Canvas. And this is a student orientation you'll have. So after you log into Canvas, you'll have this message that says Canvas orientation, and click here. So you'll click this join here button, and then you'll actually get an enroll here button, and you click that button and it'll take you to this orientation course that Canvas has set up. And it goes over Canvas, about the global navigation on the left side, about different communication tools, your navigating the course, assignments, quizzes, discussions, grades, and your interactions. So you can click on this first tile and you can review what's in that module. And you can either go back and click on whatever tool you have a question on. So if you have a question for assignments, you can click on assignments and read that module, or you can just scroll and it has all the different icons that were on that one page, and this all over here. So I'm going to show you an example of one of our online courses. This is a EdTech course. You'll click on this course, and your course will be built out, and you'll have your home, which is this page that it defaults to. You'll have some instructor information. You'll have modules, and modules are broken up into different weeks. So you'll have your course resources, which has information about your course. You'll have week 1 and all the assignments and readings and quizzes that are due within your week 1 of your course. And you'll go to week 2 and you'll have your readings, introductions, so on, and you'll keep on going for all the weeks of your course. And if you have discussions, you can click on the discussions. If there's any quizzes, you can click on your quizzes tab. You also will have a gradebook option. So when your instructor grades all your assignments, you click on your grades and all your scores will be entered in this column over here. Oh, one thing I wanted to make sure that you saw was that first thing you want to always check our 4 announcements from your faculty. And they'll always be at the top of your homepage of the course. Most of you will use Zoom for your courses. You click on the Zoom button, and it'll take you to the Zoom link, and you will click on the join button when your faculty opens up your Zoom session, and it'll pass you right through. So we'll go back to the dashboard. Another thing I want to point out to you is your account settings. So you'll click on your account. You can add your picture here if you want. You would click on notifications, and this will send you different notifications to you. So you can have it sent to your email address or your cell phone, and you can have it click right away. You can set it to a daily message, a weekly message, or you don't want to be disturbed at all. So if you have due dates for assignments, you have emails from your professor or other students, you can get that message notification as well. Your profile, you can enter in a profile, your biography, and any links like your professional links like anything on YouTube, LinkedIn, or any Instagram, whatever you can put in your links, add a biography if you'd like. And settings, these settings, you can't change these settings. These come over from PeopleSoft. So you won't be able to change any of these names, but your display name can be changed in PeopleSoft. And by doing that, you use your preferred name when you sign into PeopleSoft. And when I say PeopleSoft, I actually mean home.ap.edu. So you'll look for preferred name. So if your name is Ashley, but you want to go by Ash, you can update that. And then every hour when Canvas syncs, this will update in Canvas. Another item I want to show you is our calendar. You will have, so when you have your Zoom sessions and homework assignments, they will come into this calendar. So if you want an easy place to look, you can say, oh, on Friday, I have this calendar item and it's a Zoom session. So you just click on the Zoom link and it'll take you to your Zoom session. Or you can click on a different link, and this is a homework link, and you can see what's due then, and you can just read what needs to be done. Another item I want to show you is your inbox. Your professor might email you through Canvas, or other students will email you, or you can email other students, and it's sent directly through Canvas, and it'll come to your inbox over here. And these emails also go to your @APU email address. So I think I'm done with that portion. Carrie, you
We
gonna
do
take it
have
away
a
again?
couple questions. You might want to can you bring your Canvas course back up?
Okay.
We'll get back to the first question where I accidentally clicked the X. Is there another way to find the passport? Andrew, actually, do you want to go ahead and show them another way to find the passport?
Yeah, let me swing over to this slide. And there's QR codes at the bottom that you guys can use. You can scan this QR code and it'll take you directly to the enrollment link to the Canvas orientation course.
Is there another way to find the passport, or is that since they click the X? Or they can just go to this link again, right?
Yes, they could go to this link again.
Okay, so we'll leave this page up for a couple of minutes, and then so you can grab that link.
And you can always email us at canvas@apu.edu, and we'll send you the link to the Canvas course.
Do we have to do the Canvas orientation? I've used Canvas for the past 3 years. No, you do not. Some students have a lot of experience with Canvas and some students have zero experience with Canvas. So if you are already an expert and you are comfortable with it, you do not need to take the course. We just had one of our designers make it because there are some students who are coming in who have never taken Canvas and they don't really know how to navigate it and to get around. So we just wanted an option for the students who weren't yet comfortable with Canvas. But if you've already used it for 3 years, you're an expert, you're going to be good to go.
Yes. So
we have 2 Zoom questions, Andrew. So if you can bring your course back up. So the first one, where is the Zoom button? And then, will Zoom links be attached to assignments, or will there be a specific place to access our links? So Your professor can choose how they are getting you the link. So some people are going to have their classes set up the way this class is set up. And on the left-hand side, you will see that there it says Zoom. And if you click that, this is an actual live course. I'm not sure if she has scheduled her meetings yet, but if you click that, let's see if she has, so she does have her meeting scheduled already. So all you would do is click that and click join. That's if your faculty, if your professor has enabled Zoom in Canvas and if that's how they are going to use Zoom. Some faculty members may just email you a link and that's how they're going to do it. And other faculty members I know are placing the Zoom link in their syllabuses. So every professor may be doing it a little bit different. However, I do think the majority of them seem to be putting Zoom in their Canvas and that you will access it the way that Andrew just showed you. And other than that, you will just have to see what your different professors do. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys and to make sure that some professors may require a password before you enter. So we're recommending that it's an easy password and not something that you guys are going to have a hard time remembering, or if it is going to be complicated, if they email it to you right before the class. But again, every professor may do things a little bit different. I hope that answers the question, where is the Zoom button? I'm going to go ahead and put that it was answered. However, if it's not, please feel free to drop another question, or you can tell us to unmute you and we will unmute you to make sure that we understand the question. And then can you show us how we can see our quizzes again? Yes, Andrew can go back in and show you how to see the quizzes again.
So when you're in your class, there's a couple ways. You can click on modules. This course doesn't have any quizzes set up, but if they had quizzes in this course, there would be a module item, and for example, it would say week 1 quiz instead of week 1 reading. And you'd click on this link and it would take you to your quizzes. So I'll click on this and this will take you to readings, like this took you to readings. This course will actually take you to the quizzes, and I don't believe there are not any quizzes set up here. But you would click on this link, you would get a quiz page with instructions, and then that'll tell you how many questions there are, your time limit, and you can retake them, or there's only one try to take it, and then there's a button that says start quiz.
Okay. Again, if that doesn't answer your question, please just ask it again in the chat, or tell us to unmute you and we can unmute you to make sure we understand the question. And then the next question is, how long should it take to get used to Canvas and its controls if you've never used Canvas before? What do you think, Andrew?
I think for students, it's pretty readable. It's pretty easy. I would give it a week maybe. If that might even be a long time, but I think students are used to the layout and the format. It's easy. Everything is easy to read with your navigation on the page, home, modules, and I think you'll adapt to it pretty quick.
Yeah, but if not, we do have that course that you guys can take, and we're always here to help and support you guys, and we want to make sure again that you guys feel confident in it. But definitely give it a week and see how you feel.
And any questions, always email canvas@ap.edu, and someone from our team will get back to you regarding your question.
And the next question is, do we have access to the courses tab via the mobile app? I was having a hard time finding that on my app.
I'm not sure what you mean by courses tab. You should still have the little tiles on your mobile app, and you click on the tile and it'll take you to your course. We would recommend that you use your laptop or desktop for like uploading your assignments, taking your quizzes, and we would recommend that you use your mobile device for replying to your discussions, reading your syllabus, stuff like that. So all your more heavy work would go on your laptop or desktop.
Okay.
I hope I answered that question correctly. And the time zones are our current time zone. So I believe we're in the Pacific time zone.
Yeah, so you may need to look and adjust your time zone if you are not in this time zone. You're going to need to um, adjust it if you're not here. Is there a way to see all their assignments and their due dates?
Yes, so you can click on this calendar tab, and your calendar will show you all your due dates and assignments. So I'll swing over to September, and so here are all the assignments due for this course, and you can have all your other courses will populate in here as well. And you can also just click on whichever course you want to see. So if you just click on, since I only have this one course, this is only showing to me, but since you'll have 3 or 4 or 5 other courses, you can click on that button and that'll only show you that one course as well. Or you can show all your courses and see what's due this coming week.
Okay. I accidentally enrolled in the class Passport to Canvas student orientation and it appears on my dashboard. I already know how to use Canvas. How can I take this off my dashboard? Andrew can show you how to do that.
Okay, so you'll click on courses. And this tab shows all the courses that you are enrolled in, just like your desktop, all your current courses. You'll click on all courses. And this shows your past enrollments and the courses that you are enrolled in. Actually, we'll get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on taking yourself out of a self-enrolled course. Can we get to the next question, Carrie?
Yes. If our courses are part of the immediate access program, how can we access this on Canvas?
If our courses are part of immediate. What do you mean by immediate access?
For that anonymous attendee that asked that, if you're still here, if you could either clarify in the chat, I'm not sure what your name is, so I can't unmute you, or if you could raise your hand so I know it's you and I will unmute you so we can answer that. And do we absolutely need access to a laptop, desktop to use Canvas successfully?
No, you don't need to. It's you can still be able to upload your assignments, take quizzes, but it's easier to use it on the desktop or laptop. But you can definitely use your app, the mobile app.
And I know that IMT had been working to make sure that everybody had access to something if needed. So if you have an important test or something like that, you most likely would be able to rent a computer if you are in this area. I'm not sure if you are, but that is just something to think about as well. All right. And Bree wants to know how to change the time zone. I have never changed the time zone in my Canvas. I've changed it in Zoom. Have you changed it in Canvas before, Andrew?
Yes, I believe it's in settings.
I can put oh, there he goes. He's looking for you right now so he can show you where to do that.
Yeah, so after you verify your account, you'll get an email. Verify your account, then you can change your time zone.
So once you change your time zone, you shouldn't have to worry about the discrepancy between when the professor is teaching and where you are living currently.
Yeah, and this is found in your account and then settings.
Okay, I think this is the same poster, Andrew, from the immediate access program. Where can I find the connect link for my immediate access textbook on Canvas, or will that only be available once school officially starts? So I think this person is asking about accessing their textbook on Canvas.
Oh, I believe we use RedShelf, and that you would probably get a code from the bookstore after you purchase your book.
I hope that answers your question. Again, I don't know your name. Is there a way to see all of our immediate access books at once? How do we view our immediate access books in general?
Yeah, books aren't typically used through Canvas, but there are some courses that use something, I believe it's called Red Shelf. And so after you purchase your book, you'll get a link from the bookstore or from the vendor, and you'll be able to go to the website and enter in that access code, and you'll have access to those books.
I hope that answers the question with the immediate access program.
And I would believe that's more of a bookstore question.
Okay, I have a particular course scheduled event show up when I click on the calendar from the course tab, but it seems to only show my personal calendar and the Canvas student orientation when I click on the calendar tab. Is there a setting that I need to change? Let me reread that.
Course schedule events.
Personal calendar.
Let me show my personal calendar. Oh, your faculty might not have their course published yet. So as soon as your faculty publishes the course, then your calendar will populate with all the assignments that are due.
Okay. Okay, and Hannah said there was an email sent out about finding books through a program called Immediate Access, which it said could be found through Canvas. I believe that's what they're talking about. I have the same question. Okay, well, while Andrew looks at that, I'm going to go ahead and answer the next question while he researches the immediate access thing. I'm an honors student and I don't see Honors 101 on Canvas yet, but they sent out an email saying it should be there when we log in. Do I have to request access or do I just have to wait for the professor to publish the course? My guess is that professor has not published their course. This is going to be the first day of the term. We always get a lot of questions like this, waiting for the faculty to click that publish button. They also may have thought they published it, but they didn't. But again, most people do not publish their course until the first day of the term, which is Monday. So at this point, I would not be concerned. It should be there on Monday. If you don't see it on Monday and they are still saying that it should be there, you can always reply on Monday and say, I still don't see this course. And then if they say you should see it, go ahead and email canvas@apu.edu. But my guess is it is not published yet. I have a few teachers right now not showing on my courses, so they will show up on the first day of school. Yes, the answer is correct. So I know as a student, I was a planner and I like to see my classes beforehand. However, the way it works is that the first day is when those courses are published. So yes, you do have to wait till the first day of the term. So you will have to wait until Monday. I would not worry about it until Monday. So you just have to wait. And again, if on Monday, if they're saying you should see this, go ahead and email canvas@apu.edu and we will look into it and make sure that the course is published. Okay. And where is the syllabus located? And then one of my teachers posted their syllabus on Canvas, providing a Zoom ID, but not a password. Dual Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and answer the question about Zoom before the syllabus, unless Andrew's going back in there right now. Are you going in there to show them the syllabus, Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna do the syllabus and then I will talk to you about Zoom.
So when you go into your course through the dashboard, so you can either have a syllabus button on the side, and you'll click on that button, and it will take you to the syllabus, or you'll have different buttons across towards the top of your page. You'll have modules, assignments, discussions, and syllabus. You'll click on that syllabus button, and then the faculty will have their syllabus in this page over here, and you can either download it or just view it on the page.
And I know that someone earlier had mentioned about a desktop or a laptop with doing their work. We, as an institution, we do recognize that some people do not have access to those items, as I said before. There is a form you can fill out. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in there, and you should be able to go in there and fill out the form. And it looks like we have a lot of questions on the immediate access thing. Dr. Trong is actually going to come in right now and explain how to access that. And so he will go over that, and I will finish answering these questions real quick. So we covered where the syllabus is, and then one of my teachers posted their syllabus on Canvas providing a Zoom ID but not a password. Do all Zoom meetings require a password? The class did not have the Zoom links on Canvas. So no, not all Zoom meetings will require a password. Right now, Zoom does not require a password or a waiting room. What's going to happen in later September, Zoom is changing their protocols, and every room will have to have either a password or a waiting room. If there is no password, your professor's room is going to default to a waiting room. That requires no action by you. You're going to do exactly the same thing, and you're going to log into Zoom. You're going to sit and look at a screen, and then when that professor is ready for you to come into the class, she or he is going to just admit you into the class, and that'll be that. So no, if there's no password, you do not need to worry about it. A lot of them are not using passwords. I hope that answers that. Let me see if Dr. Trong is here. I am going to go ahead and unmute him, and he will talk to you a little bit more about that. Dr. Trong, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes, so we have some questions about immediate access and how it's connected to Canvas and when they'll be able to see it.
So that is really dependent on your faculty. So if your instructor is using a digital publishing platform that has immediate access, that they've sort of worked that through with the bookstore, then the bookstore actually will make that available. Yeah, really, I think there's a long answer to this, but the short answer is that your instructor is the one that will make your digital textbooks available through your Canvas course. If they're having issues, they can contact the bookstore. I mean, but yeah, I think there's a little more complicated thing behind it. If there's like issues with troubleshooting, if you can't see it and all that, all those things in terms of accessing it, if after your instructor has made it available and you're still having issues, then it's a issue to deal with the bookstore. But it's your instructor that will make the immediate access available in your Canvas course.
Thank you, Mike. And then Kayleen answered in the chat also saying that it is immediate access is through Connect. She's never had immediate access connected to her Canvas. The teacher may put the link, but the Connect website is the way to get there.
Yeah.
So I hope, and it looks like Carmen is raising her hand. I'm going to unmute Carmen. Dr. Trong, if you can stay on for a couple of minutes in case we need you, that would be great. I'm going to go ahead and unmute Carmen and see what her question is. Hi, Carmen. You were unmuted. Did you have a question? I don't know if she's there.
I heard something like maybe it's her mic that.
Carmen, we're not sure if you're talking, but we can't hear you. You are unmuted on my end. It looks like you are unmuted on your end as well, and we cannot hear you. Oh, she's going to type. It looks like she's not able to talk. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you again then, Carmen. Okay. Does anybody else have questions about immediate access while we were still on that topic? Okay, Carmen needs to know how she can check her email. So we will show you that right now. Andrew can go back to, so there's two ways to get to your email. A lot of people access their email through home.apu.edu. So that would be the same place that we originally showed you when we were talking about how to access through Canvas. So if you just go to home.apu.edu, and Andrew is going to log in right now. I'm going to make sure we didn't miss any questions while he's doing that.
Let me get rid of this button. So that when you log into Home, you'll have this G Suite, G Suite tile on your homepage, and you can click on your Gmail over here, your Drive, your calendar, Meet, Documents, and Slides. So you just click on this Gmail button, and it'll pass you right through to your email address or to your email.
Or just one other point about that. So if you want immediate access, you can just type in gmail.com and it'll
mail.apu.edu.
or mail. Yeah, that's also going to take you there. Just as a follow-up for the immediate access, so I found this website on our APU website, and it explains to you what the immediate access is, and also any kind of frequently asked questions about like how to get codes and all that stuff. So that's a very helpful website there.
And then we have a couple more questions about immediate access. I think they are more for the bookstore. If you've already ordered our books, would we still have use for immediate access? Again, Mike, is every professor using immediate access? They're not, right?
No, they're not. It really varies. I assume there'll be more of them using that because of our situation with remote learning, but yeah, it's not 100% for sure.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be class to class depending on what classes you're in, if you've already ordered your actual books versus if you're going to be using immediate access. Will these immediate access books become available on the first day of class?
So typically, yes, because that's the whole point of immediate access. But that's assuming that your instructor has worked out sort of the details with the bookstore. If they haven't identified the text, or if they're still in some some process with the bookstore, then it may not be on the first day. But yeah, the whole point of immediate access is that it should be available in your course on the first day of class.
Yes, and it looks like if your faculty is using, if your professor for that class is using immediate access, you will be using immediate access. There isn't an option, it appears. If your class is using that online platform, that is going to be what you're using. If you have questions, I'm going to put an email in the chat box, and Diane is the contact for immediate access.
Yes.
And she should be able to help you a little bit better than we will if you have more questions. I will put that in the chat. What if I have bought some books already, but not all of them? How can I opt out on only half books for the immediate access program?
So that question is part of the FAQ on the website I posted in chat. So you can opt out of immediate access as a student. The procedure is going to be, and I'm just reading from the FAQ. It says the opt-out procedure will be outlined in your emailed information. And if you opt out let's see, yeah, if you opt out, basically no charge will be issued to your student account. You'll be responsible to acquire the course material elsewhere. So again, the link to the immediate access is in the chat, and also the email that Kara just put together on there will give you hopefully the place to go for answers.
And it looks like that is all of our
I'm going to circle back to when that student accidentally enrolled in the
oh yes,
course, and I totally had a brain fart. So when you when you're on the course, you just click on this button, drop this course, and you can get removed from the course. But you can only do this with manually created courses. Official courses that come from PeopleSoft that have call numbers, you will not be able to drop this course. You have to officially drop the course through your home.ap.edu account or the registrar's office.
It looks, I'm not sure if Carmen raised her hand again or if that's the same. Carmen, do you want to answer in the chat if you want me to unmute you, and I can go ahead and unmute you? I know it didn't work last time when I unmuted you, so I'm not sure if that is, if I never lowered it before.
I don't think we lowered her hand.
Okay. Are there any more questions? That pretty much wraps up our presentation, and we hope that you guys feel more confident in Canvas and excited for the school year. And we just want you to know we are here for you, we support you, and any questions at all, please email canvas@apu.edu. And if we are unable to answer the question for you, we will get you to where you need to be to make sure that you're able to get an answer. And Carmen said, I'm good, no more questions from me. If there's no more questions, that does, but we do have a couple of questions. Why do some of my classes on Canvas say that I'm not enrolled in them?
Why do some of my classes on Canvas say that I'm? So if you are enrolled in your course through PeopleSoft, your home.ap.edu account, they will show up on your Canvas dashboard. Some classes have merged sections together. So it'll be like, for example, EDUC 500 and SPED 500. Both of those courses will be combined and the course code will be on the title, so it still shows both courses. So I'm not sure if that's what you mean. If you can, Anonymous, if you can explain a little bit better so we can answer that question, that would be great.
Or if you want to raise your hand, it looks like they raised their
Thaya Washington.
There we go. Hi, can you hear
Hi.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you all. Thank you so much for all the assistance so far. So I was just a little confused. I'm on my laptop and I'm on the courses section, and it gives me like a list of all my courses that I have. But on 2 of my courses, it says that I'm currently enrolled in them. Oh, wait, actually, I think I just figured it out. It says published, yes. And then the other classes just say that they're not published. So I guess I am enrolled in them. However, at the top, it says you are not enrolled in any courses. So I don't know. It just kind of came across as confusing, I guess.
On your dashboard, it said you were not enrolled in any courses?
On the courses section, so where like I clicked on courses on my laptop, it just says at the top, you're not enrolled in any courses, but then it has all of my courses for the future enrollments, I guess. So I guess
okay.
that's just...
So the system is still seeing this as the summer term. So that means you're not enrolled in any summer term courses. And future enrollments will start Monday.
Okay, got it. Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah.
Our pleasure. And there's someone else who had the same question. So I hope that answers your question, both of your questions. So come Monday, that problem should be fixed and we should be good since it's still seen as a summer term. And then we have another question about immediate access. I purchased an immediate access book for my first year seminar class. It was out of stock. When will I receive this book? Unfortunately, I am not able to answer that question. I would email Diana Teague, the email that is in the chat about immediate access, and she works in the bookstore and she would better be able to answer that question. And I apologize that we don't have the answer to that, but she will.
I also wanted to draw your attention to the student resources page that we have. So you can go to gocanvas.ap.edu, and on the top right, you'll have different tabs. You want to click on student resources, and that page will show you a lot of the content that we went over today and some other material. And if you have any questions, don't forget, you can always email canvas@apu.edu. And Carrie, myself, or someone from our team will be able to help you with your issue.
We have another question. I just logged into Canvas and there isn't anything on the calendar, even though I'm in 3 courses. Is there something wrong, or is it just because it's technically still summer?
Your instructor probably hasn't published the course for the students to view. So after your professor publishes the course, your calendar will populate with all your assignments and quizzes and discussions.
Are there any more questions? I don't want to cut you guys off or make you feel rushed. We just want to make sure that you guys all have adequate time to ask what you need to ask so that you feel prepared and ready.
Oh, someone's hand is up, Alexis.
Yes, I will go ahead and allow to talk. Hi.
Hi. So I had a question. So I know you guys were talking about how like our professors might use this thing called Red Shelf for like the books and stuff. And so far I only have one teacher saying that to me, but do you know like if our other professors will be saying like when we're going to start using Red Shelf like later on in like during this week, or do you think that some of our professors are going to want us to actually buy the actual physical like book itself? Or do you not know yet what the teachers are doing when it comes to our textbooks yet?
That's up to the professor.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can email your professor and ask them if they plan on using Red Shelf, but it should state in the syllabus what they're going to do and what kind of books you're going to use.
Okay, yeah, because only one teacher has actually sent me a syllabus, and she's the only one that has said that she's going to be using Red Shelf. My other professors actually haven't sent a syllabus or anything, so that's why I was just wondering if, like, I don't know if they want us to get the actual book itself, or they're just going to wait till like later on this week to tell us exactly what they want to do. So
Some professors will probably wait for the first day of the term when they publish their course and let you know what they plan on using.
okay, thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Our pleasure. And if by Monday, if our course is not posted, who shall we contact? So you can go ahead and email canvas@apu.edu. Andrew, would you give them till Monday, the end of day, or what do you think with when their courses should all be published?
We would hope the professors would publish the courses right away. We will send them an email and an announcement in Canvas, but I would wait till midday at least, towards the end of the day. If you don't see it, you can email us. You can also email your professor and ask them why their course isn't showing up in Canvas. But we'll also help you out and get in contact with the professor on your behalf.
And where does Red Shelf appear?
It would be one of the tools within the course. So let's go to my dashboard. Click on your class tile, and you'll have one of these links on the side, and it would say Red Shelf on here.
She has it in there, Red Shelf.
Okay.
So if you look at this course, you can see it at the bottom.
Oh, right there. Yes.
Yep.
Let's see what it does. So we didn't connect this course to Red Shelf. So her real course probably is connected to Red Shelf, and there's probably code that you have to put in to access that course.
But that's where you would find it.
Yes.
How can we tell between synchronous and asynchronous classes?
You want me to take that one, Carrie?
Yes.
Yes.
And by the way, I don't know why I can't control my camera. Maybe it's your end, but it doesn't have to be a camera on mine, but on me. But so whether or not your class will be meeting synchronously or asynchronously.
Mike, can you restart that? I changed you to a panelist.
Oh, okay.
What
Okay.
happened.
Let me
Now you can turn your camera on if we would like to see you.
do that here. I was in the middle of
Sorry.
my, okay. I think start video. Oh, not sure why you cannot start video because the host has stopped it.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. We don't have to worry, fuss with this. Your instructor should be the one telling you when if your class is going to be synchronous or asynchronous. But I think if it's initially, if it was scheduled to be an in-person class, and because of this remote situation, it will have some synchronous time. And for those who don't know these terminologies, so synchronous is meeting in live. It's kind of what we're doing right now. This is synchronous meeting, except this is more of a webinar style, and it's like more of a you guys don't get to have the same video and audio as the host. But in a typical synchronous Zoom session, everybody will be able to have audio and video access to everybody else. The asynchronous are things that are kind of done on your own time, or not in real time. So let's say you typically have 2 meetings a week. Tuesday, Thursday, it's a meeting for like an hour and 30 minutes, hour and 40 minutes. Instead of that whole time meeting on Zoom, maybe your teacher may say something like, you know what, we're gonna meet for only an hour synchronously, and then the rest of the time you will do your own work on your own, like maybe it's a reading or a project or some other assignments. And so yeah, all that is really dependent on your instructor and the class that you're in. I mean, there's no universal kind of rule of thumb for all this.
Thank you, Mike. And the next question, I wasn't on this webinar from the beginning. Will there be a recorded version of this somewhere? Yes, we did record this. If you go ahead and send an email to canvas@apu.edu, and I'll put that again in the chat. That's like our, when in doubt, go there. If you go ahead and send us an email, I will send you this recording. So I hope that helps so you can catch the beginning. Do we have any more questions? I know we are at time. I don't know what time your guys' next session is, but I know you guys have had a lot these past yesterday and today. We hope you found this useful. We hope you found it informative. And again, we really hope that you guys feel confident in Canvas, and you guys are going to do great. And we are here to support you every step of the way. If there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the recording. I'm going to go ahead and stop that.